Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Devon. Welcome to the 876 Seafarer Maritime Simulation Training channel. And in this episode, I'll be talking about prop wash and prop walk and how we can apply those concepts to docking, undocking, and turning in basins without the use of bow thruster, except for where I need it, but you'll see why. If you're new to the channel, my name is Devon. I'm a professional seafarer working on private yachts and building a bridge between real-world maritime experience and modern maritime education through simulator content. This channel is built to share powerful ship handling lessons, yachting tips, and technical knowledge with cadets, deck crew, young officers, and vessel operators across the Caribbean and beyond. All right, so let's get into it. What is prop wash? So basically, it's a stream of water, pushed backward by a spinning propeller. So when this water hits the propeller, then it allows for steering, even if the ship is stopped or moving slowly. And then prop walk is basically the kick that you get from the stern that you go when you're in reverse. And that depending on the type of propeller determines on where the stern will go. So if it's a right-hand propeller, then the stern kicks the port, and if it's a left-hand propeller, the stern kicks the starboard. If you realize now the engines are stopped and we're going hard to port, but just barely doing anything, and that's because we have no water pushing onto the rudders. Now let's change that. I'm going slow astern or dead slow astern, hard to port, counter steering the angle, because this is actually a left-hand propeller. So once I stop the engines, I want to kill the momentum now, so I'm going to give it a kick forward. Once I've slowed down enough, then I can turn the rudder hard to starboard and give it a kick ahead. And then, depending on how fast the rate of turn is, then I can determine if I want to add more. As you can see here, I went full hard to starboard, a full ahead kick, and then stop the engines and let the momentum push. And now, with that, as you can see, we're turning. So while the turning is happening, you want to counter rudder so that you can slow down the turn. Once you feel like you're okay and, everything is positioned well, you can go midships and proceed out to sea. All right, so in this scenario, we're trying to dock this car ship starboard side on the quay to our port side. What I'm going to try to do is use burst of astern and hard rudder to rotate in place. As you can see, it's a very heavy ship, and we definitely have to use the bow thruster. As you can see here, I'm using the bow thruster to turn us to starboard, put the bow board towards the quay, and we're using counter rudder to port also with a kick ahead. So what's going to happen is, as I'm turning to port, that's bringing the stern, but then the bow thruster, guess it right, it's putting me towards the dock. And that can essentially create a sideways movement if done right, with the right amount of speed. So that's another thing, is that you're gonna have to watch your speed, because you don't want to overshot, and you also don't want to slam into the dock. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real-world ship handling breakdowns and ship simulator tutorials. You can find me on Instagram at 876 Seafarer or TikTok Virtual Ship Pilot. For any inquiries, collaborations, or training requests, send me an email at devongreen@876seafarer.com. The simulator used in this episode was designed by V-Step, and the name of it is called Nautis Home. It's a powerful PC-based maritime training platform. If you want to download this software, visit www.nautishome.com. That's nautis-home.com. This episode is brought to you in collaboration with Time Zero, a global leader in professional marine navigation software. Their platform offers precision route planning, radar and AIS overlay, weather routing, and real-time navigation tools used by professionals. This episode features maneuvering demos inspired by the principles of navigation and vessel control that Time Zero support. Huge thanks for them supporting the movement, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again. I'm out.